Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Iden, and I am hosting Kent Stark's CEO Academy's podcast, Weekly Questions with Waite's Words of Wisdom, where we ask CEO Academy leader and communication studies professor Lisa Waite to share her wisdom to some of our most commonly asked questions. For this week's episode, Professor Waite is going to share her wisdom on adulting. Welcome back, Professor Waite. It's good to have you.
Hey, Sarah, good to see you again, and thank you for having me back for our second recording for the CEO Academy, our second podcast. And today, what I'd like to talk about just briefly, as we are keeping these brief for our CEO Academy audiences, is titled Adulting. And that is not to sound patronizing at all. As a matter of fact, just the opposite. When I say to you adulting, I guess let me ask you, Sarah, what comes to mind?
For me, I think what comes to mind with adulting is growth, responsibility, independence, and management.
Thank you. Yes, so much as that is accurate. And really, this is about navigating transition, especially for freshmen and sophomores from high school to college, and really getting ready for those upper division years in your junior and senior year. So I like to encourage people to start with thinking about career exploration, right? It's so common that I remember saying when I was in college, I don't know what I want to do for the rest of my life.
That is such a common question as college students that we ask ourselves.
Right? I think you and I have even had those conversations. And at 18, 19, 20 years old, even through graduation, it's a lot of pressure to decide what you want to be. And I'm saying that with air quotes, or do. And even though you're not ready to get hired into a salaried position, I recommend students still attending our campus career fair or other networking events or workshops that we have. So that will help with career exploration.
Since we're talking about career exploration, I want to remind listeners that Kent offers a course called Career Navigation that I personally found so helpful during my first year as a college student.
And that is an adulting behavior. Second, I would also recommend that students start to think about and really build a professional persona. And I'm going to name, for example, LinkedIn.
Love LinkedIn.
Right? I have a LinkedIn account. I know you have a LinkedIn account, and you have also created one for CEO Academy. But in doing that, you also want to clean up your social media presence.
Do employers really look at your social media accounts?
Employers, prospective employers, really do check social media. I've had conversations with numerous human resource professionals, so that's important. Also, financial literacy. I think this would be the third point about adulting. Think about budgets and how you manage your finances. And if you don't, then maybe it's time to start thinking about that. Fourth, I would even think about living independently. If you are considering down the road kind of moving out, you need to think about rental agreements.
Oh, yes, for sure.
I think the last message that I would share regarding adulting would be about embracing change and resilience. And you and I have talked about this before because we all come upon those moments in life where we encounter change. It's just a part of life.
Yes, change is definitely unfamiliar and can be scary, but you're right, it's just a part of life.
And we have to learn to be adaptable. So starting to cultivate that resilience is a communication strategy, really. And that's going to allow you to bounce back from settings and challenges. What would you add to that, Sarah?
In order to grow, we have to change. And I think it's really important to remember that change is a process, not an event.
This is a journey, everyone. This is not a message entitled to create more stress. It's a continual learning experience. And I'm here to help you. And Sarah's here as my co-pilot. We want you to embrace new opportunities. We want you to stay curious. And if you are determined determined and you have that right mindset, you'll get there. You'll navigate all of this successfully.
All right, listeners, that is all we have time for today. For more of Waite's Words of Wisdom on adulting, check out the CEO Academy's Canvas page. And remember, embrace the journey and opportunities you encounter, stay resilient and curious, and of course, utilize university resources like CEO Academy, but also financial aid and career services to help along this journey. As always, thank you so much, Professor Waite, for being here today.
Best of luck. Take care, everybody.
Tune in next week for Waite's Words of Wisdom on soft skills. And for more information or to join us here at the CEO Academy, scan or click the link posted below.